Hello and welcome to another edition of MSA Center Stage. We're with Blackhawks' 6 seniors here tonight before their big game against the Beaver Bobcats. First, let's go left to right. We've got Devon Gaybar, Curtis May, Devin Meegan, Grant Rombold, Tim Stahoviak, and Dan Walsh. Welcome, gentlemen. And the first thing we'll do is ask a question, and we're going to go to Devon Gaybar first. Devon, let's talk about this team. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. You guys have lost 2 in a row. You guys haven't played very well. What do you guys need to do to pick it up, not only here tonight, but heading into the playoffs?
Play a team game. We've strayed away from it the last couple of games, but it's important. You know, we all want to beat Beaver. Last game of the season, so I think it's going to be important to go out on a positive note, winning.
Now let's talk about you. Last couple of years you played defense. You played on some pretty strong offensive teams. This year they moved you up to center and wing. Talk about that transition. And I know you like playing offense. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I like playing offense. Robbie Swinderman plays on defense for his AA team. So I think I liked moving up. I think Robbie's a strong defenseman. Stronger probably than me, but we've missed his offensive abilities at some points of the season too, but we'll sacrifice for strong defense.
All right, thank you, Devin. Let's move to your left. Would be Curtis May. Curtis, this team in the last 3 losses to Beaver, Harbor Creek, and Meadville only had 3 goals. What do you guys need to do as forwards to put more pucks on the net and get some more goals?
We just need to run our system, get a lot of turnovers, and just take lots of shots. We haven't been taking a lot of shots. We've been trying to dance through everybody, just get shots to the net and good things happen.
Now let's talk about you. Talk about maybe what your best memory of ever playing for Blackhawk in these last couple of years.
It would have to be 2 years ago when the varsity team went on the crazy run, had the great season, getting to play with Darren and Josh and all them again, just seeing all those guys go away.
All right, Curtis, thank you very much. Let's move to your left. It'll be Devin Meegan, senior defenseman. And let's talk about defense. This year the team is more defensive-oriented, kind of gone away from those 7-1 games, 8-1 games. Your team's had to concentrate more on D, and you're one of the top 4 defensemen. Talk about your team's defense this year, Devin.
The defense has been pretty good. The presence in front of the net, definitely Corey stepping up a lot and helping us out. But you know, the defense, just playing as a unit, playing as a team, really working, communicating a lot. It's a big thing with defense. You got to communicate, especially playing with some of the guys like to switch off sometimes. You got to kind of communicate about who's going to switch different sides when they come down. So if the other team's coming back down, you got to communicate who's going to play left, who's going to play right. And just defense is a big key right now, especially how we're playing.
Now, what do you enjoy the most about playing hockey for Blackhawk?
Playing hockey at Blackhawk, definitely the camaraderie. I know playing with Grant and Devin and all those guys. It's always a trip in the locker room, especially with Alex Lundy. He's one of the big guys, kind of gets us pumped up for the games. Just a lot of the stuff he says kind of gets us pumped up, gets us excited to go out and play against the other team.
All right, thank you. And now let's move to the team captain, Grant Rombold, who has the coolest picture in the media guide with the skates over his shoulder. Had to mention that, Grant. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your rival, Beaver. I know how much you like beating them. They're 2-1 against them this year. Lost to them their last game. But talk about that rivalry.
It's definitely a fun one. You know, there's always locker room talk, and especially since we played with them on our Badgers team, and then you go out on the ice, and now that some students are starting to come to the games, it's even more impactful. And now that we lost our last 2 games, this game now means something then when it shouldn't have. And you know, we want to go out and win, like Devin said, and definitely win the series. Now,
as team captain, what can you do to help lead this team, not only tonight, but in the playoffs, to get some more goals scored and maybe to motivate some of the younger kids?
Just work hard, generate shots. You know, if we just stick to our system, like Curtis said, we can definitely come back and get through these last 2 losses and move on forward with a win.
All right, let's move to your left. Forward, Tim Stahoviak. Tim, 2 years ago in the playoffs, the power team that everybody mentioned lost early. Last year, you guys had a tough quarterfinal loss, just missed making the semifinals. What's it going to take as a team for you guys to do well in the playoffs this year?
Stepping up, playing our positions, running on what we know to run. Really, it's a team effort. We can't do any of this solo stuff. We have to play as a team, and we have to play strong.
Let's talk about your future plans after high school and what you're going to do once you leave Blackhawk. I'm sorry, you don't go to Blackhawk. You go to
Ambridge.
That's right. It's co-op. Sorry about that.
I'm going to go to Newcastle School of Trade for Automotive Technology.
So you like fixing cars? You're going to come back and fix all these guys' cars someday?
For sure.
Pretty much. Is that what you're going to do? So I can come to you someday and I get my car fixed.
Give you that sweet discount.
I'm counting on it. Okay, Tim, let's move finally. Last but not least, Dan Walsh. Dan, what are you going to miss the most about playing hockey here at Blackhawk?
Like Devin said, definitely the camaraderie around the room. These guys have become my brothers over the past couple of years, and I'm going to miss them so much whenever I'm gone.
Now, I asked you this question before, and I'm going to ask you again. I read you're going to go to Arizona State, and you're going to go for sports broadcasting. One of our guys at MSA, he went to Arizona State and works for us and is a Arizona State grad. Also went to Mars High School. What's your dream job as a sports broadcaster?
My dream job would be to be the color commentator for the Penguins. But I'm not planning on attending Arizona State anymore.
You're changing now. Okay, well, okay, I'm going by your media guy, but tell us your plans now.
Right now, I'm probably going to be committing to Temple University out in Philadelphia as a communications major.
You're not going to become a Flyers fan, are you?
Definitely not.
Okay, there it is. There's our guys. Dan Walsh, Tim Stahoviak, Grant Rombold, Devin Meegan, Curtis May, and Devon Gaybar. This has been another edition of MSA Center Stage. Thanks for joining us.